Today we're going to do a 20-minute barbell leg workout using compound lifts only. I want you to choose a weight that you can barbell reverse lunge for 6 per side or comfortably back squat for 12 reps. I'll be using 40 kilos, that's about 88 pounds, but you need to use whatever's right for you. We're going to kick this off with a brief bodyweight warm-up consisting of 4 exercises, 40 seconds each, linking one straight into the other for 1 round. Get your feet about shoulder width apart, slight turnout, and we're going to do some squats. Push the knees out to match the turnout of the toes. Your glutes should be sitting down between the heels. Don't be afraid to let the knee come forwards over the toes. That's completely fine, especially if your heels are staying on the floor. Keep a relatively upright torso position. Next, we're going to do some split squats. Doesn't matter which side you start on, we're going to do both sides. Just keeping the feet in a stationary position. The back heel obviously can come off for this. Sink down until the back knee almost or gently touches the floor. And we're going to switch sides. Now, straight into it. So sinking nice and low with that back knee. Making sure the front knee is not collapsing towards the center. Okay, let's do some inchworm walkouts. So hinge at the hip, reach to the floor, walk out into a press-up position, walk it back, touch the toes, stand up and repeat. Try and minimize any bending of the legs. Next, we're going to be doing some shoulder mobility. You can do this standing or kneeling. I'm going to do it kneeling because I'll fit better into the camera. Hands behind your back, pull the elbows together. Do an angel wing arc, round behind the head, close the elbows and chin. Opening back out, reach up, angel wing arc around, up behind your back. Close the elbows off, pull them back together, reach down. Draw that angel wing round behind the head, closing off, opening up. We're doing a little bit of upper body with this warm up, just so we can hold the barbell more comfortably on the back. Okay, so grab your barbell. As I said, I'm going to use 40 kilos. That's about 88 pounds. Now, if you can't do barbell reverse lunges, maybe lunges are already challenging for you, you could just opt to do body weight only for this one and then use the barbell in some of the later exercises. We're going to do 5 exercises, 40-20 intervals for 3 rounds in total, starting with the bar on your back, alternating backwards lunges, and let's go. And a nice low lunge. Make sure that front knee is not collapsing in towards the center. The heel of the front foot should definitely stay in contact with the floor. Okay, take 20 seconds off. Now next we're going to do a front squat. If you haven't got the mobility to do a front squat, you could do a dumbbell goblet squat instead, or you could do straps and do a little trick to make the mobility easier, or you could do a crossover like me, which makes it a little bit easier on the shoulder mobility and the wrist. However, if you've got a barbell and no rack, it can be a little tricky to get out of this position. Now at the end of my set, I'm gonna just drop the barbell. As I said, it's kind of hard to get out of this position. Now I've got a rubber floor and bumper plates, which are suitable for this, but don't destroy your home if you haven't. Okay, take a brief rest, get ready to go some back squats. So you're gonna bring the bar onto your back now. Let's go. So a back squat would usually be heavier than your front squat, but I've picked these in order so the stronger, heavier lifts come later in the round whilst you're fatigued, meaning we can use a similar weight for the whole workout. Keep shoulder blades tight, elbows underneath the bar if you can. Next, we're going to do a Romanian deadlift. It's hinging at the hip. It's going to be a relatively straight leg position, although you can unlock the knees. So pushing the hips back, feeling that hamstring stretch, scooting through. You should have a fairly narrow stance with your feet about hip width apart rather than shoulder width. And there's no turn out to the toes for a Romanian deadlift. I want you to almost slide the bar down your upper quads, just clear the knee, and then come back in contact with the shin below the knee, making sure that bar path stays close to your center of gravity. That will maximize the hamstring stretch and reduce stress on the lower back. Okay, next onto your sumo deadlift. So bar on the floor. You're gonna take sumo whip, so wide stance, toes turned out about 45 degrees. Hands are gonna grip the bar on the inside of the knees, wide knee position. This time, you are gonna have a slight leg bend, whilst the Romanian deadlift, other than unlocking your knees, should have had mostly straight legs. Imagine you bending the bar, pulling the upper back nice and tight before you lift, controlling the way down. The bar should start super close, if not touching your shins. Well done. One round down, 2 more to go. So take a rest. We're going to go back into those reverse lunges. Maybe you're doing them with the bar, maybe you're doing them with your body weight only. You could even hold the dumbbell at your chest in that goblet squat position. But if you are on the bar, let's get this onto the back. Alternating backwards lunges, full depth. Onto the front squat, whatever grip you like. Maybe you like a conventional front squat grip, crossover front squat, or just go for that dumbbell goblet squat. So the conventional front squat will look more like this. As you can see, it requires a little bit more shoulder and wrist mobility. I prefer crossed over like this. The issue of this grip is if you haven't got a rack, it's going to be tricky to control the bar down. We're going to go back squat next. So elbows under the bar, upper back tight, pulling the shoulder blades together, knees pushed out. The bar should be on your traps, not on your neck. So don't have it on that neck bone, have it a little bit lower. If you find you need a squat pad, it's probably that you've got the bar too high up on your neck. You should try holding it a little bit lower. Okay, Romanian deadlifts next. Parallel feet, no turnout. Keeping the bar super close to your quads and shins. Finishing up this second round with some sumo deadlifts. So wide stance, toes turned out, hands are going to be on the inside of the knees. Keep the knees pushed out wide, feeling a little bit of a stretch down the adductors. Should be breathing and bracing before the rep. So you're going to breathe in, lock in that brace, hold it till you're at the top. Okay, 2 down, 1 more round to go. If you're enjoying this workout and you'd like to follow me for a full barbell series, I've got a completely free barbell series called the Lift 2.0 barbell series, which is in the playlist on my channel. It's 16 30-minute workouts over 4 weeks. I'll link day 1 in the description of this video so you can check that out once you've finished. Onto the back squats now. This workout's a lot easier to do if you've got some squat stands. I would usually use a rack for this workout, but I haven't today because I just want to show it's possible to do even if you haven't got one. So there's no excuses. But the transitions from front to back squat especially would be a lot easier if you could just pop it on a rack for a moment. Definitely sweating on this one. Tempo wise, you want to take your time on the way down, pause for a brief moment in the stretch, and then slightly faster on the way up. Keep your shoulder blades pulled back, nice flat back position. Okay, final set of the workout. We're going to do that sumo deadlift. So wide stance, toes turned down. To set your upper back in, I want you to imagine you're putting your shoulder blades back and down into your back pockets. And that's it, that's the workout complete. Thanks so much for joining me. Let me know in the comments below, how did you find that and where in the world are you following along from? Don't go anywhere. Here's a quick lower body cool down stretch you can do now. And here's day one of that Lift 2.0 barbell series, also linked in the description. See you soon.